Hello, and welcome to Waking Up with Depeche Mode. My name is Ray Luna, and I teach little piano tutorials here on Twitch, on YouTube, as when I also broadcast live to Facebook for my family and friends. And I teach songs from the 80s, and my favorite band is Depeche Mode. So we're going to walk through, this is a special edition here. My goddaughter Kylie, who is my little musical prodigy, who went on to become a music major at Cal State Fullerton, she came over this weekend and taught me how to play Home by Depeche Mode. I could not find the chords online. I was trying to sound it out, and that kid knows all of her chords and all of her, she could tell you what's the third in, A minor. She could tell you, she can transpose keys on the fly. I mean, it's amazing. So she walked me through. I'm giving her complete credit, and we worked it out, and I've got the sheets here, right here. So let's take a look. This is a special edition today. We're debuting a new song, and it is Home by Depeche Mode. This is from the Ultra album. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're in the key of G sharp minor. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm excited. So thank you to my goddaughter, my beautiful little goddaughter, who I started teaching piano when she was 5. And she went on to be a music major. She is the genius of the family. Anyway, let's go ahead. I gave her credits. She is my angel. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into Home. Let me play it for you first, very roughly. Now, mind you, I just learned this, but I'm so excited because I've been wanting to learn this song forever. This is the acoustic version that Peter plays. They did it live on the Memento Mori tour. It was amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, let me get the lyrics up because I always mess them up. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Okay, let me get these lyrics going. Sorry, thanks you guys for being so patient. Okay, here we go. Let's get the lyrics right. Okay, so here we go. Here is a song from the wrong side of town where I'm bound. Sorry, I just had to make sure the microphone was on. Okay, so here we go. Here is a song from the wrong side of town where I'm bound to the ground by the loneliest sound. Well, that pounds from within and it's pinning me down. Here is a page from the emptiest stage, a cage, oh the heaviest cross ever made, a gauge of the heaviest trap ever laid. And now there's 2 ways to play this, so I'm gonna do it my way. And I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me home, for singing these tunes. Finally I found that I belong here. The heat and the sickly sweet smelling sheets that cling to the backs of my knees and my feet. Well, I'm drowning in time to a desperate bleed. And I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me home. Oh my gosh, and I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me home, singing these tears. Then it goes, finally I found that I belong. Feels like home. I should have known. Then it goes right here, from my first breath. God's and the only true friend I call mine, and pretend that I'll make amends the next time and be friend of the glorious end of the line. I think I got in the wrong verse, but anyway. Thank you. Let's do it again. For bring. Oh wait, did I do that part? Feels like home. I should have known. Oh, I did do it already. Sorry, you guys. It's a long song. Okay, let's go back to the chorus here. So, and I thank you. I go from A sharp minor. Because here's how it sounds. But see, Peter sometimes plays it like this. Then he goes down to the. But then he goes back to the. Sorry. Okay, so that's your chorus right there. Just so you know. So, and I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me home, for singing these tunes. Finally, I found that I belong. And then where's it at? So. Sorry. I'm going to do it an octave lower, but it's really... Right, so it's... Right, like that, and then you just kind of walk it out. So we're going to go ahead and break it down now. So you kind of got the idea of the song. Isn't that amazing? Isn't such a great song? Home is so beautiful. So let's go ahead and start from the top. I didn't want to butcher it too much more, right? So we'll get to all those little parts and pieces. We're going to break it down. Sorry about that. It's kind of hot back here. This show is brought to you by Red Bull today, man. Not for real, but I mean, so it's keeping me alive. I worked late last night. Anyway. But I was so excited to teach this to you. So let's go ahead and jump forward. Here we go ahead. We're taking a look at a G sharp minor, but it's kind of a perfect fifth here. It's really a G sharp minor to a G, like a G sharp 7. So it's really, hi, good morning. Patricia Pamela, good morning. Thank you. Doesn't it sound great? Please add it to your list. I'll do a formal tutorial, but I'm going to walk you through it right now anyway. And then I'll do a formal tutorial for sure on this one. Now here's the tricky chord that we sounded this out by ear, by the way. She did it by ear. My goddaughter is amazing. She just listened to the song and started going along. Then we listened to the live version from the Memento Mori tour that Peter plays. And this is what we came up with. So start with this. Hold down the left hand octave and then go to the, okay? So don't go, right? Or go, nothing like that. Just go. It's like a little kiss. You just kiss it. Then you accent this one. And be very deliberate with the walk down. It is a song from the wrong side of town, where I'm bound to the ground by the loneliest sound. Well, it pounds from within and it's pinning me down, right? So like that. So if that pounds from within and it's pinning me down. Oh, I'm sorry, down. Right, then you go. Right, you're doing a fifth here. Okay. G sharp, D sharp. Right, let me make sure it's a D sharp in this key. I can't see my thing because I have the lyrics in front of it. Okay. G sharp, D, G sharp. Then G sharp, D, F sharp. Then you go to the This is a weird chord. It's really here, but you don't want to play all that. It's too much. So sometimes I muddy it up. Sometimes I cut out the third there. I cut out this guy, not necessarily the third. What is he? Right? So it's... Then I hit these two, or sometimes I hit these two. Try to keep... Sometimes I hit this guy, though. Now, the tricky part, obviously, from what I'm finding, is singing along and staying in time, right? So let's go to the second verse. So here is a page from the emptiest stage, a cage of the heaviest cross ever made, a gauge of the gauge of the deadliest trap ever laid. And I on the live version, Peter kind of just goes right to the C sharp minor, I'm sorry. But I know that on the album, I believe it goes from the A sharp minor to the C sharp minor, F minor to G sharp, right? So like this. Right? Oh, right? So we know that that's it. But sometimes Peter sounds like he goes straight to the C minor, right? So it goes, deadliest trap ever laid, and it could go here, thank you, just stay in it, then go to the F minor, for bringing me here. So for sure on bringing me is the F minor. Here is the G sharp, okay? So whether he goes, and I thank you for bringing me here, or sometimes he just stays in the C minor. He goes straight from the trap ever laid, and I thank you for bringing me here. Okay, so that was the one part I couldn't quite hear and work out, and Kylie couldn't either. But just so you know, I've heard it on the album, and I believe it's this, here to here, right? A sharp minor to C sharp minor, F minor to G sharp. Then on the second one, you go to C sharp major, F minor to this. Okay, so let me go through it with the lyrics. Ready? Let's do the A flat minor version. And I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me home major, singing these tears. Finally, I've major again, found that and it's a diminished D. Here's D major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the third and the fifth and lower them half a step. Right? Lower the third and lower the fifth. That's diminished. Right? That's a good practice to practice that too. Just do your major chord. Practice going back and forth to diminished. And do it with all keys. Right? Just try to practice that. That's a good drill you guys should do. Anyway, okay, so let's go back. Finally, I found that what a beautiful chord. Belong here. The heat and the sickliest sweet-smelling sheets that cling to the backs of my knees and my feet. Well, I'm drowning in time to a desperate beat, and I thank you for bringing me here. Oh, I'm sorry, I screwed up. And I thank you. There it is, for bringing me here, showing me home. Oh, major. Singing these tears. Finally, I've found that then we go here. Belong. Feels like home. I should have known. Oh, this is a tricky chord. From my first breath. Then it leads us back to the top again, right? So, okay, let me go ahead and show you that part, right? So we're finishing the chorus 2. I believe it's chorus 2. is where you're coming down to the finally, I've found that right? Belong. Going to that A sharp minor again. It goes. Okay, so like that. So you're going to be going from A sharp minor to G sharp, F sharp, F minor. Then when you get to the I should have known, right? That goes to F major. Martin Gore is so tricky. I love it. This was so hard to figure this song out. Okay, here we go. So feels like home. Sorry, feels like home. So let me see here. Sorry, I had it wrong. Here we go. So let's do the finally I have found. Finally I found that I belong. Feels like home. Then I should have known. Then we got an E diminished. Remember? Okay. From my first breath. Then on an E, you're going to walk back down. Right, just kind of float it back down, right? So let's do that, okay? So, feels like home. So then it's I should have, right? No. Where's it at? No. Oh my gosh, let me back it up. Sorry. I'm all excited. So let me do this again. Sorry, it's tricky. Okay, so feels like home. Okay, let's go back to finally I have found. So, finally I've found that I belong. Feels like home. Something like that. I'm missing it. Home. I should have known. Oh my gosh, where's that chord at? So sorry. I should have. There it is. No. So back to the F sharp. Okay, sorry you guys. So let's do it again. Back it up. My goodness, this is horrible. Okay. Finally, I've found that I. Here we go. Sorry about this, you guys. Belong. Feels like home. I should have known. Then it goes to here. Right here. From my first breath. I just stay in a G sharp there. And right into the verse, right? So let me make sure I got that. So then it goes, God send the only true friend I call mine. Pretend and pretend that I'll make amends the next time and be friend of the glorious end of the line. And I thank you, sorry, for bringing me here, for showing me home, singing these tears. Finally I found that I belong here. Right? Let's do that part next. Right, we're starting on a C here, so it's kind of tricky though. So. Sorry. Let's do it again. Oh, where's that? Okay. Like that. You're hitting. What's tricky is that you're hitting this in the left hand, but you're starting on this in the right hand. See? That's why it's tricking me up. Here we go. See it? It's kind of tricky. Okay? So this on this, right? So it'd be like this. I would start like this. When I practice it, I go like this. And then start with this part. So the left hand is going, right? A sharp, C sharp, F to G sharp. Okay, like that. And just repeat it. Okay, so now the right hand, starting on C. Okay, now we got to get the hands together, right? So you're starting like this. Start like this. I would practice like this. I'm going to do it real slow. I blew it. Okay, I think you get the pattern. Now let's go to that tricky part. It's up here, right? But I'm going to do it an octave lower because I don't think you'll be able to see it. Will you be able to see it? I run out of keys, actually, so but we're going to do it an octave lower, but it really goes like this. Let's put the strings on now. 0, 8, 0. Let's get strings. So it's right, and then you got it goes like this. What was that? So its first one is okay, the first one is like that. Because you're going like this. But then I run out of keys, so I got to play it an octave lower, okay? So like that, something like that, okay, right? Isn't it totally close? So let's go back to the piano now, so you can see. So like that. Right, so something like that, okay? So isn't that fun? Let's do it again. So we got... Okay, so you gotta get that through that. So, sorry, starting on... So... up here, but I'm doing it here. And I believe the album version ends like that. And I think in the live version, it just kind of goes back and forth from the A to this. And Peter just kind of plays on it. He riffs on those two chords there. I think it's the A to this, the G sharp, A sharp minor to. Okay, so that, in a nutshell, is Home. Let's play it again. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's see what part was tricking me up a little bit. Definitely was this part. So, finally, I found that I belong. Feels like home. I should have known. Then it goes to the E. Okay, so it goes from my first breath. So I just go. Something like that to get you back to verse 3. Right? And that should be that part, right? So basically that's the majority of it. I'm going to go work on the tutorial. I will definitely get this one out as soon as possible because I do not want to forget this song. But anyway, okay, so thank you to my goddaughter, Kylie. Let's all thank her. I started teaching her piano when she was 6. And one of the first song I taught her was Funky Town. Then was I'll Stop the World and Melt With You because I was teaching her chords and her scales. She must have been like 6. She was playing I have video recordings too. I have to publish these things. But she was doing Don't Speak by No Doubt. I taught her Enjoy the Silence when she was 5. No, I started her when she was 5. I think she was 6 when she was going like this. She was going very sloppy, obviously, because I was just teaching her chords. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Enjoy the Silence. Why not? Enjoy the silence. Go to E flat. It's in the key of C major, but unfortunately I have to set this software to the relative. So it's going to be an E flat, you guys. So the only one to watch out for is this is everybody knows this is a B major, right? But in this key, it's C flat, okay? So that's the only thing you got to watch out for. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Enjoy the Silence. I'm going to soften this piano a little bit. And I know I did it the other day, but why not? I'm thinking of my goddaughter today. I mean, I'll Stop the World and Melt With You was 2 chords. It was, I think I showed her as, where's it? Wait, I'll stop the world and melt with you, right? So anyway, okay, let's go ahead and do Enjoy the Silence, though. Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl, all I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do. That's the new way of playing it now. I'm teaching it that way. That's how Martin Gore says he wants it. So we're going to do it. It's okay. Remember. How trippy that sounds. I've been playing it the other way for years. But he called us out. He goes, no one ever gets that part right. That's what he said. Look it up. Look on the Gretsch video. His Gretsch guitar. It's right at the beginning. He's playing Enjoy the Silence. He goes, yeah, everybody always gets that bit wrong. So here we go. Let's do it. So starting with C minor. Just remember that part, okay? That's what Martin Gore said. He says nobody gets it right, so let's start teaching it right? We love the man. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Verse 1. It starts with C minor. So, I'm sorry, on your intro, you're just going from C minor to E flat major, okay? However, right, you're only playing the octaves. Still going to C minor. Like that, okay? That's amazing. All these years I got that wrong. Okay, he was right. Everybody gets it wrong. Okay, so let's go. Verse 1. Now you're going from C minor, words like violence, to an E flat minor this time. Break the silence. Now remember, these are all chord inversions, so if you're confused, why is he calling that an A, but he's playing a C? It's because it's inverted. Right? They're all the same. So learn to do your chord inversions, and they will help you tremendously in changing chords without having to move your hands so much. Okay, so let's go ahead. Words like violence break the silence, come crashing in and stay in the A flat into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl. Let's get the chords down. There's an F minor. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed, there's our A flat, is here in my, here's the E flat with a B flat in the bass. Arms, okay? So take a look. Okay, that's what we're doing there. So it's like this. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms, like that. Okay? Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. There's that C flat I was talking about, which is also known as B major in most keys, or a lot of keys. Okay, so let's do it again, the chorus. And this is important for the outro too, okay? So, all I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Remember that, okay? You're gonna need it later. the B flat and the bass. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. Okay? So now we're going to go to some of these little funky things. Right? You're going to want to learn to play that little lick. Now that's played with like the intro, so it's... That's when you're just going from the C to this. The chorus goes F minor. Okay, so this is just... Then you got to try to get... It's so hard to do. I've been trying this. It's... Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that, but that's what I'm working on is trying to... So you're going to want, if you can, try to work on it at home. Try to get the... Switch the hands and from the intro... Right? That whole thing, do it with the left hand. Okay, you're going to try to do that in the left hand while you're going. Right? If you can do it. If not, program it into Logic, play the bass line. And the bass, speaking of the bass line, right? The bass line is tricky because it's like a sequence. It's put into a sequencer, but it's really based on a C from the C minor there, or any root note for where it goes. Watch, you'll see what I mean. Right? So then you kind of get the point. So it's words like violence and break the silence. Painful to me, right? Pierce right through me, and then do the same pattern. Can't you understand? Then you go. Right, something like that. Okay, so that's why I never play it, because it's hard to replicate that, while you're playing. It'd be almost impossible. I mean, good luck, right? Okay, so I'm just crazy, and I will get that though. Sometime before I croak, I'm gonna be able to play that. But it's good to set life goals, right? It's so hard. I love it. I'm also working on the Moonlight Sonata third movement too, but I am very rusty, so you know what I mean? Like, there were certain songs on my bucket list. Bohemian Rhapsody, right? The Moonlight Sonata was always on my bucket list, right? So we're playing bucket list songs on this channel, people. Okay, I'm gonna do some Carole King eventually. Like, I want to get down. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to our chorus. So the reason why I was showing you those chords is because when you get to this part, the outro, there's that B flat. That's why it's so important, why I make a big deal out of it. Back to F minor, A flat to C minor, then back up. Okay. So let's do it faster now, okay? This is different than the intro. Right, like that. See, so it's a little different from the intro. Right, so let's do it again. We're just walking up. Okay, so let's do it. Octave there. There's that B flat. And then just repeat this again. Isn't that great? Okay, so you repeat that twice. Okay, so let's do it again. F minor. C minor. Right, then back to the F minor. And then end it there on enjoy the silence. Right, like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and back it up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and do this last part again. And then you do your outro. Enjoy the silence. Okay, I'm being a goofball now. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Let's do one more song before we go. Sorry, my brain is just like so on home. Like I'm gonna keep working on it. Hopefully you guys are happy with what I showed you. I know it was a little sloppy, but let's go ahead and take a look. What song do I want to play? Let's play one I know by heart because my brain is fried on home. Let's do Never Let Me Down Again, which I know is not like an easy song, but it's just one that I know by heart. Okay. I started playing this one like in junior high school. Okay, so let's set it to the key. I forget what key it's in. D minor, I believe. It is in D minor. So relative major should be F major. Let's set that real quick. And then let's take a look at Never Let Me Down Again. Making sure to thank my goddaughter Kylie again for showing us home, right? Isn't that great? She broke it down, listened to the song, showed me the chords. We printed out the lyrics with double spacing and wrote the chords in there. We worked hard this weekend, people, I promise you. Okay, we work hard for our art. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Never Let Me Down Again. Let's see, what piano do we want? We don't want a harpsichord. Ooh, a honky-tonk piano? No, thank you. Sorry about that. Let's go back to good old piano, right? Let's just do it. For the 1987 album Music for the Masses, this is the first song, opening track. Never Let Me Down Again. Taking a ride with my best friend. Oh my God, I went to the outro. I'm taking a ride with my best friend. And I hope he taking me where I wanna be. I'm taking a ride with my best friend. Flying high, watching the world pass us by. Right? That's your chord. Take a look at it now. All right, we're starting in D minor, people. But actually, let's start with the intro. It's a little riff on G. One and two and three and four and. Right, and you kind of build up the left hand, just kind of like, mellow, like. Big intro, right? D minor, C, F, and D sharp. That's your chords for the intro. D minor, C, F, and E flat. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go. F, E flat. Back to the D minor. Okay. So you see it? Now, tricky part is the left hand. It's kind of like I follow the beat, so I go. That, and sometimes I actually go. I play that extra note in there, but sometimes I don't. So it's like this. Let me show you how the hands go together. That, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at it. G, okay? So that's just D, C, down to G there, okay? So this is my favorite part of the whole song. I love the part where they do the hands too. But, this funky little... that's so funky. It just makes you want to go, like that. I don't know why. Just get it, Martin. God, I wish I would have met him when I was young. Anyway, okay, so let's go. I did meet him in 2001, though. I met him and his ex-wife, actually, after the It was the Exciter tour. My boss's wife at the time worked for Tool and Depeche Mode, and they surprised me, and I got to meet Martin and Dave and Martin's ex-wife, the one about Precious, you know? It was at the Staples Center, which is now Crypto. Where's Precious? Right, that was the ex-wife. I met her. She was really nice. We sang. We were waiting for them to come off stage, believe it or not, and we were sitting waiting for them to arrive, and we were singing "Waiting for the Night." They did "Waiting for the Night." It was on the Exciter tour. This was 2001 now, so it was a long time ago. And yeah, I got lucky. I got to meet them briefly, very briefly, but they went somewhere else, and then I was just introduced. It was very nice. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and move forward. What was I doing here? I am so ADHD this morning. I guess because I'm really excited about this whole home business. But let's get back to Never Let Me Down again. Okay, so we were doing this little funky riff. So it's D. Okay, like that. D to C. Then jump up an octave to G, okay? So... Right now, your verses, I don't have, I mean, technically it's, where's that? It's, I don't know, if you listen to the original recording, it's kind of tricky, so I just play chords. I'm taking a ride with my best friend, and I hope he never lets me down again. Right now, mind you, I don't play it that way. I go like this. I'm taking a ride with my best friend, and I hope he never lets me down again. Right, that's how I play it. But it's really not right, right? I mean, the verse goes da-da-dum-bum-bum, da-da-dum bump bump, then it goes da-da-dum bump. So it's like a different bass line. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay, I will, I promise. I'll work on that. But anyway, in the meantime, it'll get you through the song. I'm taking a ride with my best friend. Then play with that riff. Right? I hope he never lets me down again. Now here's a tricky part, and you need to know it for the outro. He knows where he's taking me where I want to be. That little run there is the end of the song. It's actually where they do the hands like this. It goes like this, though. It goes, it's a little play on that funky riff that I love. Right? So it's a little different from the... Different. It's the outro because it's the never let me down. Never let me down. See? Right? So those are the chords. A, then to G minor, okay? And then the riff you're playing is, it's a play on that funky riff. Okay, one more time. Right, let's just do it without the, okay, let's go. Right? Then you gotta sing it. Never let me down. Never let me down. See the stars are shining bright. Everything's alright tonight. Right now, I kind of screwed that up, but you get it now. Okay, so that is kind of everything you need to know. I got to teach you the chorus next. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chorus. Or did I do that already? Right, C minor. To B flat. I just rock a B flat, right? G minor. So you go G minor to F. Let's do it again. Flying high, watching the world pass us by. I never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground. We're flying high, watching the world pass us by. Never want to come down, never want to put my feet back. Right, like that. And that's kind of how you end the song. Then just sing it. Never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. See the stars, they shine bright. Everything's alright tonight. I'm going to end it there because I got it right. I'm not going to do it again. I always mess that part up, and I actually got it right that time. So let's end it on a positive note today. Anyway, people, thank you so much. Patricia Pamela, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the kind words. But goddaughter, I know you're watching this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The whole channel probably thanks you for teaching us home. I'm going to get that kid over here more. You need to start showing us some more songs, kiddo. You're going to help me. Oh, and by the way, we were also working on, what is it? We were working on Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. I forget the chords though, but we're going to do that one together. My goddaughter and I are going to do a little Amy Winehouse. I forget how it goes, but we're doing Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, but we're cutting out the bad words. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. I'm sorry, let's end the show here. I am so ADHD, you guys, but that's just because I'm so excited. It wasn't home beautiful? And I thank you for bringing me here, for showing me. Anyway, I'm going crazy now. So let's go ahead and cut it here before I make a total fool of myself. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching and supporting the channel. By the way, I should address this at the beginning, but those of you who are waiting on me to check out the Joe Jackson video that I posted for Breaking Us in Two, I will look at it the next day or so, probably today and tomorrow, and then because you had some questions about the run and whether it was a C sharp minor. I believe there's two different questions. So I believe one was Scott. So Scott, I will get to it. I'll look at it and take a look at these runs that you're talking about in the live versions of Joe Jackson's. There is a tutorial. So on my channel, I'm sorry, let me see here. Let me see what it says. Thank you. Home was really inspired. Oh, thank you. Thank you for tuning in and for, you could be 1,000 other places. So thank you for spending, the time with my little craziness over here. So thank you, Patricia Pamela. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're going to keep working on some songs here. So I want to thank you guys. You too. Have a blessed and happy day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank the rest of you. You know, you guys have some really kind comments, and it's been really overwhelming. Like, you know, I'm not one of those guys who cranks out content, so I don't get like a zillion followers, but the ones who do, they tune in, they watch, and they learn the songs. And if any of you ever do a cover, please share the link. It makes me so happy to see your progress and how you're learning the songs. And then let me know. I'm going to be working on some piano drills and stuff in the morning for my own sake. And if you guys are interested in any of those things, or those of you who are new to the piano and you want to learn a little bit more about chords and stuff, I'm studying too. I want to be like my goddaughter. She can transpose any key on. She used to sing choir too. So not only does she play piano, but I mean, I taught her piano and got her started, but then she went on to become a music major and math major at Cal State Fullerton. So she's grown up now. She's married and everything. But, you know, it's just so inspiring to hear how she can listen to a song, find the key, hear the difference between each note, whether it's major or minor. She's just amazing, my goddaughter. So we're going to definitely do some stuff together. I love her so much. She's like my heart. Anyway, the love of my life is waiting for me to play a little But Not Tonight. Right, and we'll do that one tomorrow. I'm going to play that one for her, though, after. I'm going to play that one for her. That's a private thing. And then tomorrow we'll do a little But Not Tonight. We'll start the show with that one. Okay, you guys have a blessed and happy day. We will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. I got to tune out, huh?